I'll actually admit, I really enjoy this route's music, but let's get moving on. Gardevoir's going to be in the lead, and we're going to come across this bridge, and hey, Steven, how's it going? There's something here you can't see. I'll just show you. Yeah, our Pokemon are pretty powerful. Use the Devon Scope. Okay. And there's one of the invisible Pokemon. So basically, we're going to get a little, like, tutorial on how this works. Kecleon, of course, I've already talked about it. It's decent special defense, so it might actually live this. But it also will change types. So if I hit with Psychic, it lives, it will become a Psychic type. Which it did. I totally expected it as a very high... Oh, it got stabbed. That's actually pretty cool that it worked out that way. Still garbage, because Gardevoir's special defense is nothing to scoff at either. But overall, worked out. And we get some experience. I see, your battle style is intriguing. I Psychicked and Thunderbolt. Like, that's all I did. So we basically get the key item, Devon Scope, which allows us to explore those Kecleons being everywhere. So now we can go and move on. We could go this way, but I want to make sure to do the gym, because the gym is more valuable. So we can now go get this item right here. It is blocked by a Kecleon. Meryl. This is actually probably one of the worst times to get a Meryl. There's so many better water types. Does have huge power though. Too bad it doesn't have a water stab that uses huge power. So the flying type gym is actually one of my favorite gyms in this game, because the Pokemon that is used in the gym is very, very powerful. It's also the 6th gym, which is basically in most Pokemon games. I really enjoy the last few gyms because they usually have stronger Pokemon and like fully evolved, so it's a little bit more of a challenge. It's not like always that case, but it's still a little better than freaking a Geodude or a Staryu. I'm picking on Kanto for some reason, but in this gym, or in this region also, there's Roxanne who uses Geodudes as well. There's only one nose pass there. Okay, so you can actually see right here that we are on 120, but there's no new Pokemon available in this water, so there's nothing to really mention. I do think if you fish here, you get Whalmers with the good rod. I'm not sure, it might also... No, it's not Carvanus. It's Whalmers. So if you want to catch a Whalmer, I believe they are a little higher level than the last few routes. And of course we have something right here. The Scorched Slab, which does nothing right now. But we do get Sunny Day. Which, I mean, Sunny Day isn't very good in any generation, unlike Rain Dance. But it has its uses. So we're going to head back into Fortress City. Is there a Kecleon somewhere? Yep, right here. I always forget this one exists. I'm going to try and make sure to point out all the Kecleons. Just in case you maybe want to catch all of them. You can catch them. It's kind of like Sudowoodo, where it's kind of rare without catching it, like it was in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. But unlike there, you can find Kecleon in the wild. So it's not the greatest. Screech. And we'll be just killing this and moving on. I'm glad that we will be able to get started on the gym this part, because I do want to finish it and move on to the next area, because that's where we can get some really cool stuff going. Alright, so let's head to the gym. Might as well. We're just going to be using Manectric and Gardevoir. Though we do have a Kecleon in the way. Kecleon, go away. Oh yeah, this one doesn't fight. Nothing's here. Let's check out the gym sign since it's so out of the way. the bird user taking flight into the world. Very original. Alright, so we have this guy. Yo! Portrait Gym Leader Leona is a flying type trainer, rotating things. Yeah, these things are actually irritating to me. It's not a puzzle that's hard, it just, they kind of just suck. And because I like to fight all the trainers, it sometimes is worse. Like, they're designed to, of course, put you in the way of trainers, but sometimes it seems to just take you away from them, if that makes sense. Anyway, here's a Skarmory, which is actually one of the bigger threats in this gym. Skarmory is basically the check to make sure you have an electric type at this point. You can get away with not using an electric type if you have a fire type, of course, but I have electric type and also a Gardevoir that knows Thunderbolt, which is very valuable. So we can, we actually have to do this. Oh, double battle. Was that a forced double battle? I think so. I think we were forced to do that. Unless there, yeah, I think it was. That sucks. Oh well. A full squad. Wow. It's very rare that you see a 6 Pokemon on the enemy side. Oh, Trace Runaway. That's great. So we're just gonna Thunderbolt. You can see a lot of Thunderbolts here. And they're all gonna die. There's no way any of these are gonna live. Most of them have terrible special defense. Swablu hasn't even evolved yet, so it doesn't get the really good special defense it's known for. There's a Skarmory, but that's gonna die too. We took one out with... we took a level 31 out just a few seconds ago. So it's gonna be pretty easy. Overall, this gym is really easy at this point. I feel like it's a little too low leveled. Even if you have like 6 Pokemon at this point, you're just gonna breeze through it because it's, you should have a fire electric type or at least an electric move. You were given Shockwave by Watson, which will, it won't one hit KO everything if you're low level, but it should do some damage. That Tropius is actually one of the few Pokemon that might be able to live a Thunderbolt. Though the level advantage, I think Thunderbolt will be enough. Level 38 for Gardevoir, which is nice. Swablu! We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Nothing really needs to change. Tropius should go down. Even though it's neutral. Oh wow, it did live. Well, Tropius is pretty tanky. So we're actually going to take some damage from one of these flying types. See what this Tropius can hit us with. Whirlwind. And you get the worst. We'll just Spark. Crobat's faster, and that's the end. Very simplistic. Alright. Let's move on. I think we should be able to get to the very end of the gym. This is a very short gym in comparison. I believe we do this, then that, and then that. And we have another double battle. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of set of double battles like this, but whatever. It's a different way of looking at it. I guess I have been battling single battles pretty prevalent throughout this, so. Hey, these are a little better. Level 29. Not gonna live anything, of course, but let's do that. I usually, you'll probably notice that I usually use the Stab Thunderbolt on the more tanky target. That's just to make sure they die. I know Gardevoir can pretty much kill everything one shot, but you know, I want to make sure. And there goes Swellow. These guys actually have a pretty good team. If only that Doduo was a Dodurio, it would have been like more intimidating, I guess. Oh, the Xatu. I don't think we've run into a Xatu at all. I'm actually going to do this, and then Xatu is one of the few flying Pokemon that is actually relatively tanky. Similar to Tropius, but Xatu ain't going to live. Unlike Tropius, where it has a bunch of stats and defenses, Xatu is just kind of medium tanky. Has a cool type, Psychic Flying. I don't think I would ever use it in Gen 2 or 3, though. It is a fun Pokemon, though. Does get a pretty cool ability later in the series. Alright, moving on. Looks like we have... What can we do? Okay. Well, I'm gonna fight you anyway. Yeah, one of the things that, like, he mentions there is there's a bunch of flying types in the game, and yeah, that's cool and all, but why do I see the same type of Pokemon in this gym? It's Tropius, Doduo, Skarmory. We traces Chlorophyll, which is not useful at all. But overall, we're just seeing, like, the same types of Pokemon. So, yeah, like, maybe a Beautifly would have helped, or a Masquerain. What other flying types are there? I'm trying to think. Crobat. Crobat would be cool. What else? Oh, so we do this. Oh. I see it. That way, this way, a little puzzle heavy, but it'll be fine. And then that way, we move on. Oh, we are at Winona. I don't think we'll be able to take it on. Actually, real quick, I want to check the special. We're not going to take it on right now, but I don't know how the Tropius lived then. Oh, it was a level difference. Okay. I was just thinking how the Tropius lived the Psychic. Anyway, next time we'll be taking on Winona, the Flying type Gym Leader, and we'll be moving on into some new routes and some new happenings. A little short, but I don't think I could win this fast enough, or even if I do, I don't want to rush through it. It can be a challenging fight. So, see you guys next time for this Sky High battle. Haha, puns. And we'll be moving on, so do whatever you prefer. As always, I will see you guys next time. Till then.